I definitely believe that I have some form of undiagnosed ADHD. Ever since I was a kid, I would constantly be fidgeting, constantly moving around. I never found myself really being comfortable ever. So my parents would just question that. They never really got it taken care of. They never really got it diagnosed. So I never really knew if I really for sure have ADHD. I just believe I do. So yeah, that's that. ADHD for me is basically like having multiple tabs open in your head, like from a computer or like Microsoft going on Google Chrome and having tabs open. That's what ADHD is for me, having tabs open. So if I'm working on something, I have to have music on, I have to have ambience. I have to have like a fan going, like some sort of humming sound. Like these sensory things actually help you with ADHD. For me, my ADHD comes out when there's complete silence. When there is nothing going on, when there's nothing to do, my ADHD comes out. That's when I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not doing anything. I need to be doing something. That's where you start feeling that urge to like do something. Because ADHD is like this hyper focus or this hyper distraction. You're constantly finding something to do, you're constantly distracting yourself, or you're constantly focused on multiple things at once. So for me, I need at least 2 or 3 tabs open for me to focus on one thing and not distract myself. If I have something to do, I cannot do it in silence. I can't, or I will not be able to focus on it. I will be easily distracted. This is how I've learned to manage my ADHD. If I have to go do dishes, I will literally put on music. Even the sound of the water turned on helps me because it's creating like this sensory, like it's staging you, like a sensory stage. You are staging your focus for your brain. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds ridiculous, but anyone with ADHD would understand this because the tabs open in your brain allows you to actually focus on what you want to focus on. And having music on, having an ambience, even like a humming sound from like a fan or your air conditioner can help tap you into a focus. Whereas silence completely diminishes that focus, completely like makes you question what you should be doing. Another thing that honestly has helped me with ADHD is just constantly being active, constantly doing something that is good for your body. Because the thing about ADHD is your brain wants to move, but it can't move. Your brain wants to move. Your brain is stuck in your freaking skull. So if you are moving your body, you are convincing your brain that it's moving. It, I believe that's what your brain wants because ADHD is like telling you to go do something. So I think it's your brain wanting to do something. It's not your body necessarily, it's your brain telling you, yo, go do this, go run around, go do some jumping jacks or go chase your cat, do something. Like your brain tells you it wants to move. So if you distract your brain by moving your body, going running or going to the gym, doing something for your body every day, just keeping it active, it will it will tell your body that it doesn't need to move as much. Your brain will acknowledge that you are moving. Your body is moving, so you don't need to tell your body it needs to move anymore. Going to the gym will help you with that focus. And on top of going to the gym, play music while you're in the gym. The music and the gym, moving and listening to something helps you focus on that movement. It helps you focus on the workout. A lot of people can't go to the gym silent. That's part of an ADHD. That's part of being hyper focused on a certain workout, being hyper focused on your task at hand. You know, you need to be focused on your task. If you are doing it in silence with ADHD, you will not be focused. You will be hyperly distracted. And I know there's different forms of ADHD. I'm just describing what I feel for myself. I know there's like ADD and other like different focus problems, but ADHD in general, I believe, is just between being focused and distracted. And if you are able to manage that, if you're able to understand what actually makes you focus, you can go about life with it. You know, ADHD should never be covered up. ADHD is part of your personality. It makes you think bigger, it makes you ambitious. I believe ADHD is a form of ambition as well. You know, a lot of people can't manage it because it's very overwhelming. To have ambition is like, you know, you want to do so many things at once. You know, that's ambition, to want to do it. So to have ADHD is like giving yourself ambition. Why would you cover up your own ambition? Why would you want to hide away from your own personality? Because that personality is everything you are. That ADHD is who you are. And if we're able to manage it, I believe it is the secret to anything. It's the secret to actually focusing on a lot of things at once. And that's beautiful. You know, as human beings, we are developing, we are mutating, you know, we're becoming different every generation, and we need to flaunt it. We need to embrace it instead of saying, oh, you have ADHD, that's bad. Why is it such a negative thing? I feel like we need ADHD to cope with the internet. If we did not have ADHD, we would not be able to cope with the internet. The internet would be much more confusing. The internet would be way more capacity on our brains. You know, our brains are able to acknowledge the internet because of our ADHD. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about how I manage my ADHD and basically understanding how many tabs it takes for you to really have a focus. Do you need to listen to music? Do you need to have an ambience? Do you need a fan on? You know, these sensory things are very key to your focus with ADHD. And you can't say you don't have ADHD because I'm convinced everyone has it. I am convinced everyone has a minuscule version of some sort of focus disorder, some sort of attention span disorder because of the internet. You know, even if we didn't have TikTok back in 2000, we still had Google, we still had the internet, we had things to be distracted by. So, all these generations that were born into the internet, I hate to break it to you, we all have ADHD. We all have it. So, it's about how you manage it and how you can make the most use of it, honestly, because it's a superpower. We got to use it. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.